If the North had won the election, if they had won the last election, they rise and tell us that it can be anybody. If the North had won the last election, they will rise and tell us that it can be anybody. Fayose, a former Ekiti state governor, Fayose has made it clear that he won't apologize for supporting the Southern presidency. While speaking in an exclusive interview with the News Central TV, he noted that if the North had won the last presidential election, they may rise again after 8 years and say that anybody can be president regardless of any zoning arrangement. The former governor said that it was important that the rotational presidency was upheld in the last election, adding that he will fully support a northern presidency after 8 years of President Bola Tinubu. He said also, I supported the southern presidency without apologies, and I will never apologize for that. When President Tinubu finishes his tenure, we will all support a northern presidency, and this must be entrenched in our constitution to save us from these issues. Going by our diversity, fair is fair. Being fair is fair. If the North had won the last election, they will rise one day and tell us that it can be anybody. As good as it sounds to say voting for a candidate with a merit, our diversity cannot uphold that. It is too late to take away these sentiments. It is too late to take away religion, and it has been, order of the day. A religion has taken its place in our lives, and tribalism has taken its place. They are rooted in our body politics, and we can't shy away from them. And Fayose is giving us exclusively that if the North had won the last election, they will rise and tell us that it can be anybody. Being anybody, I don't really get that as clear as that. Because if Fayose is saying it can be anybody, he even spoke exclusively. He noted that if the North had won the last presidential election, they may rise again after 8 years and say that anybody can be president regardless of any zoning arrangement. The former governor said that it was important that the rotational presidency was upheld in the last election, adding that he will fully support a northern presidency after 8 years of President Bola Tinubu. And what he's saying in essence may not be clear to some, but from few words and comments that we're going to read out, we'll know where his plight is going. Now, on the other hand, there is nothing like North versus South. Okay, and there is nothing like North versus South in the last elections. Northern governors were instrumental in emergence of Tinubu first as All Progressive Congress APC flag bearer, then second as president of Nigeria. Tinubu got the largest chunk of votes from the Northwest, defeating Atiku, who is from the Northeast. Therefore, don't turn the story to a North versus South thing. It is a lie to do that. Wow, this is coming from a commentator there, but his name is The Friend. Well, now, someone says, whatever seems good in your eyes, do. But power and life belongs to God. Betrayal, tribalism, religion, discrimination, and double standard politics will drag Nigeria to regional government very soon. That is coming from Uwemudi. One of those. Now, replying to that, Igbo started it by killing Hausa and Yoruba leaders in 1966 military coup, and they told Oprah and Zeke to run away as being selfish. What this person is saying is essence is that Igbo started, killing. Either Igbo started killing, Hausa did not do anything The civil war was between 1967 to 1970. A Biafra war, rather, in Nigeria. Because if we say someone slaps me, and there was a report on that, and quickly declare peace talk, then both wouldn't be blamed. But now someone is blaming the other person that Igbo, Hausa is right. Well, I would say the Hausa, the typical Hausa person or Hausa or the Northerner, I don't know why they are scared, by allowing the Igbos to emerge as the president of this country. If it was Igbo that looked for the trouble of Hausa, or if the Igbos were not marginalized during Buhari's administration, they will know that yes, truly there is fire on the mountain. Now, according to Ebele Chukwu, says that that's why you have died so many times, why you are still living, because you live and breathe in lies. The day you and your allies tell yourselves the truth, that's the day you will begin to see more light, and life begins with you. This person is, replying to what your daily Fayose, the former Ekiti state governor, said. Now, furthermore, Ogbon, someone saying his name is Ogbon. Okay, an elderly statesman. In fact, as former governor, you don't supposed to talk like this. If you really want to build a nation with unity, if you're not at getting it wrong, then now that West is there, do it well for them to learn and support. Cool, that's cool. That's a nice one. Yes, whoever emerges as the president or as a leader, the subordinates or followers would follow suit. There's no missing word, there's no need for argument or any other thing thereabout. What I believe is that, what is worth doing well is worth doing well, and do it good and well. Okay, let's see what happens after these 4 years of Tinubu. Then I go get power. Well, now only got 9 get power. They are not deciding with or thereabout. Yeah. You, Fayose, this is coming from David. Say you pointing to Fayose. Say you, Fayose, is a madman. Wow, what the fuck? Oh God. Say yeah, you didn't see anything wrong with a Muslim succeeding Muslim. Selfish interest, foolish man. Well, someone says you are still on this Muslim propaganda after all the current posts being allocated to Christians. After all the current posts being allocated to Christians in this President Tinubu tenure, you should have a conscience now. Okay, what this person is saying in essence is that person should not talk about a Muslim ticket, because Tinubu gave allocation to Christians more than Muslim. That's what this person is saying. But your daily Fayose, is giving us report that if the North had won the last election, they will rise and tell us that it can be anybody. Well, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I'd like you to share your views in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell icon for more news. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.